Okay. This is the Franklin Public Library Board of Trustees meeting. It is April 23rd, 2025, and I will call the meeting to order at this time. We'll start with a pledge of allegiance to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I'd like to call the roll. Zach Lichtman. Aisha. Here. Ali. Tiana Grisham is absent. Nick, I'm here. Agnes is not here. Amy. Here. Orsuela. Kevin McNeil.
I'm here.
And Mayor Kramer. I don't see him. I think he has a program a little bit later at the Township. And January Adams. This meeting is being held, as all of them are, in accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act, New Jersey, also known as the Sunshine Law. Schedule and notification for this meeting have been provided to the Courier News, the Home News Tribune, and the Franklin Township Clerk. Copies have been posted in the library's vestibule and are also available at the reference desk. I see our two members of the public. I'd like to open the first public comment session to anyone who would like to participate. Would anyone? No? Nothing to say? Okay. Therefore, I will close the first portion of the public comment session. Okay. Is there a motion to accept minutes from the March 26th meeting?
Sure.
Zach?
Second.
And Kevin. The motion has been made, seconded. Is there any discussion? No discussion on the minutes. Okay, boy, you do a good job. Those in favor of accepting the minutes as presented?
Unanimous.
This is unanimous. The minutes are accepted. So we can move right on to the director's reports. And January, would you like to start with the financial report?
Yes.
If you have any comments?
There's no real comments that I have. I think it's self-explanatory. Everything is pretty close to what I expect.
Yeah, you're going to have some money left over at the end of the year.
Maybe.
Okay.
Here we go.
Hello, Agnes.
Good evening.
Hello.
Hello, Mayor.
Amy, share.
Yes, I can.
There you go.
Would that be a better chair?
Yeah.
There you go.
You want this one? You want? See, you don't want to be that
Creature of habit.
That's where I sit.
Oh, I got it. I thought I had more room. Now I have to.
Welcome. Yeah, I did.
I spread out.
At this point, I'm going to change the roll call and mark that
London and Paris.
we have two more people. Okay?
Here.
Yes, thank you. And Agnes. So you have no
I have nothing to say.
Would you like to talk about the operations report?
Yes. During the past month, we had, in adult services, we had 55 programs that 898 people came to. And Youth Services Department had 40 programs that 1,122 people enjoyed. And we have a new feature at the library. It's called the Media PC. It opened up in the beginning of April, and it gives patrons access to a digital flatbed scanner that works for scanning multiple formats, photos, negatives, and slides. It's got a VHS player that can convert both VHS and VHS-C, a camcorder that can convert mini DV slides, and a device for converting audio cassettes. And it's got a full suite of editing software. And the patron response has been enthusiastic, and there's, when I wrote this, which is about a week ago, was 22 reservations and 5 successful visits, and they're planning on augmenting what they have.
So what is the process for you call up?
Make a
Call up and
reservation,
make a
say what you want to
reservation.
do, and somebody will be there to help you.
What does it convert everything to, a CD or a thumb drive? Or it says
Digital.
it
It's
converts,
digital.
It's like a file that we
Yeah.
can probably add to it.
so if you walk out, you can walk out
Yeah,
with
you're
You
gonna
can
want,
probably
yeah.
email
thumb
it to
drive
yourself.
or
Yeah.
a CD, okay.
And where is the location?
It's right down next to the YA room. It's called the media room.
That's very,
What's the normal time that is there a time limit? Or it depends on what?
I don't think so. No, not now. Maybe if it becomes really popular.
And you might have
Because
to.
I think at least in the beginning, these things are gonna take time.
to learn.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I would imagine that I'm looking at the main instructor. Is that right?
No, you're
No,
not.
no, no, it's not Jay.
It's
Okay.
George.
No, it's George, okay.
Close.
And the other thing we've got going on is the annual teen online poetry jam. And we've got the summer reading buddies. That's been open for a while. People are signing up. And that's it. That's it.
Good. All right, thank you. There is no president's report as such. But, and we should move on to the correspondence and communication, which I found quite interesting.
Yeah.
Nothing is without its,
I was, my daughter was telling me about this, and I joked with her, I called her at work, and I said, you know, I just found out that, and I was telling her about, and she's like that, because she
Did you
told.
sound smart?
No, I was teasing her, because she told me about this last week. She was, when I was using Chat GPT, you know, she was saying, you know, that uses like 20 times for you to find out, you know, who had the most strikeouts last year. And,
It opened my eyes.
Yeah, it really
uses a lot more energy. I guess that maybe because it's just starting. Maybe it'll get better. Because they're saying like they're training it, you know.
So what I thought about is, here, a government, if a company is building a big building, sometimes the government can say to them, you have to pay for building the road that leads to it or something. Can you imagine, Mayor Kramer, can you imagine telling somebody who wants to put in a facility of some sort that they have to pay a surcharge on the electricity?
On electricity.
I mean, all of this could
Yeah,
happen.
you have to build a dam.
Yeah.
Your
Well, yeah.
water supply.
If I could offer, there are a couple of caveats to some of this. For example, some of the work that AI can be used to do can eliminate maybe a larger process of going down the research route. So anecdotally,
Right.
I used AI a month ago because I had to figure out the tensile strength and Young's modulus and flexibility of a 10-foot-long telescope that I'm working on.
Right.
So there's a lot of math and numbers involved in how you figure that out, how you calculate it, and then using different materials, so aluminum, carbon fiber. So all of that knowledge, I would have to research hours on the
Right.
internet to come up with that data,
Right.
to then use the,
Right.
so I could go into ChatGPT and say, and design and write down out a paragraph of
Right.
parameters and get the information in.
Right.
An hour's job would have been 3 to 5 hours worth of research. So using tech
Right.
for 3 to 5 hours or using so there are
Right.
instances when that really saves you on
Right.
environmental impact too.
Yeah.
But it's
Right.
how you use it, and so not to say, oh, it's all perfect, but there's
No,
other
no.
caveats where
That's what I guess that's what I was trying to get at. Like,
Right.
Well,
it might save you in other ways.
Yeah, like if we're looking up, runs batted in or what, like there's
Right.
simple data, but if you're
Right.
evaluating things or
Yes.
you're constructing,
Right.
a detailed schematics and you need like
Exactly.
several steps along the way,
That might be.
so there's opportunity where it can save hours
The
of
other thing
time
is-
on tech.
in its infancy, every technology has its costs. It's,
Yes.
Look at the size,
And that's
just
what
the
I-
footprint of computers in 1970.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's like.
Right.
Oh, and Hoboken's
Yeah.
mayor is, she has
It's Hoboken's library.
Library.
librarian, yeah. She's
She's
running
running
for
for-
assembly.
I don't know how she's gonna do both jobs.
Well, we have an assemblyman who has another job. And
Most assembly people do.
Okay.
Oh, yeah?
It's a part-time job.
Okay.
And I thought this was very nice from the Republican Committee about the National Library Week and then a picture of our Raven's Nest.
I saw that last
Clever.
month.
I saw that,
Yeah, I
Arena
took a
Across
picture of
America.
it. And
I
the-
took a picture of it.
Did you?
It's right there, yeah.
No, I took a picture of it too, and the picture doesn't do it justice.
I took a picture.
Because it's like, I mean, that thing is huge, and it's so funny that it made its nest on top of the things that I think were there to keep birds away, maybe.
Yeah.
So it's
They knock the spikes over.
yeah, it spikes up there
Yeah.
to keep the birds away, and they're using
little
it.
birds, it'll keep the little
Yeah,
birds.
and they're using it to anchor down their
We
nest.
tried.
It's like, thank you.
Uh,
But anyway, it's beautiful.
Nevermore,
Yeah, nevermore.
growth of raven.
I heard there's
nevermore.
another nest underneath it. I was
And one on the other
side.
side.
Oh, is there?
That used to,
Yeah.
that's almost gone now. Like, but when last month, it was more than what's there now.
Uh-huh.
You could see the remnants of it. But it to me, is just amazing, right? Because, you see the small bird's nest with the little twigs, but I mean, this nest has, branches.
It's like for eagles.
Yeah, and it's just amazing to me,
Okay.
nature. But anyway, thank you.
Is there any other correspondence that any of us?
I just like the
received?
statement that says, a perfect reminder that even the birds know that FTPL is a smart place. to be. I
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah.
Yep.
I thought this was very nice.
That's-
Yes. Mm.
Seeing no other correspondence and communication, we're going to move on. Is there any old business, unfinished business? in the past meeting? Nobody? How about any fresh new business?
That's me. That's me.
Pardon?
That's me, I guess.
Yep. I see new business here.
Some time ago, I got an email from a cousin of two teachers who retired. They used to teach in Somerset, and they wanted to make a donation to the library.
I would like a motion to go into executive session with a clear statement of the purpose. And I think I know who I want to do it. Mayor Kramer, you seem to have some experience with this. Would you like to draft a motion? And
Well, I can enunciate a motion, but I have no voting power today. The motion to go into executive session to discuss negotiation of a donation for the naming of the children's area of the library.
Okay. Was that the motion or?
I can't make.
I'll,
can't make the
I'll make that motion
Okay.
in that language.
It is 6:13.
I'll second it.
Okay.
There's been a motion made by Zach, seconded by Kevin, and written down. You have it written down?
Sort of, yes.
Okay. Without details as to who's looking for. Can you read what, well, before we vote on the motion, we'll have it read back. I think that's the rule. Okay. Is there any discussion on the motion to go into executive session? Seeing none, ask for a vote on the motion. Those in favor of the motion to go into executive session, please signify by raising your hand. This is unanimously accepted. We are now going to go off. Is there a motion to come out of executive session and back into regular meeting?
Sure, I'll make a motion.
Zach,
I'll second
Amy, seconded. Any discussion? Those in favor of the motion to
Come out.
come out of executive session, it's unanimous. Does anyone here have any new business?
I think
Well,
my,
Agnes?
I don't know how new mine is, but I want to, I have planted a tropical plant in my home for the past 9 years. It's out of a nut, a cola nut, and it's getting big, the tree, it's getting bigger. I want to donate it to the library, they'll be somewhere where they can take care of it.
How big
I
is
don't know
it?
how many of you know about cola nuts. It's a cola nut.
I've
It's
heard of it.
not
I
in
don't
the
know a lot
African.
about
It's
it.
not in the African culture, which is used for many things: weddings, funerals, dowry, many other things.
Now, this is a tree, is this an indoor plant or an outdoor?
It's not really an indoor plant, but if you can put it in a bigger container and put it somewhere where there's light. I don't think it's in America. It will grow the fruit, but just that it's.
So how big is it, Agnes?
Oh, now I have the lift. It's not that.
You can lift it yourself?
Now I'm not able to lift it.
I
Not
mean,
able
would
to.
I be? Well,
Yeah,
not-
yeah, you'll
would-
be able to lift it. It's not
maybe
really
later
big.
you can.
No, it's not really big.
Where do you
Not-
have it now, indoors?
No, it's indoors.
Indoors, have you,
Yes.
do you put it, will it stand
it-
outdoors for
for
the
some-
temperature range that we have?
Well,
here?
it's because it will stand outside during the summer, but you have to move it indoors.
Oh, I see, okay, yeah.
So that's why I was saying there's a lighted place in the library somewhere.
It wouldn't
in the
stay
library.
indoors. It's not really good for just indoors if there's a good, a
Well,
lighted place.
we don't need the fruits. It's
A
just
fruit,
that
Yeah.
that it's a learning thing for the kids too, because cola nut.
Right.
I used it. Traditionally when my mother passed away, these nuts we use these nuts to pay homage or
Right.
something.
Right.
So when you go home, just Google
I
cola
will.
nut,
Yeah.
Kola, cola nut, and just see how important it is in our culture.
Okay,
Yeah,
what's
I
your
think
time
that's-
frame, Agnes, on this?
Oh, anytime, right?
Okay, doesn't have to be this month.
Could you
Yeah,
send
no.
could you send me a picture of it?
Yeah, I will send you a
Yeah.
picture of it.
Maybe we could put it in the butterfly.
Yeah, that's
garden.
what I was gonna.
I'm always apprehensive about taking plants though, because sometimes they don't survive.
Well,
And
yeah.
then we feel
You
bad.
feel bad.
It's just if it has new soil, I'm not able now to resoil it again and change the pot, because every year I used to change the pot and resoil it, and then the leaves. Right now I have fresh leaves on it, but I don't want to get rid of it because I've planted it
I
for 9
understand.
years. My mother passed away 9 years ago. Next year will be 10 years.
And how did you plant it from a seed or
I
from?
planted it from the north, yes, from the north. When they brought it home, I kept some, and then I noticed that it started seeding, rooting and everything. So I said, well, let me put it in a little pot and see what happens. And then it
That's
survived.
amazing. That's
How long have you lived?
9 years.
And
This
it's
is the last
KOLA?
one.
Lifespan? Is that?
KOLA.
They can live longer than that?
Yeah, it can. If it has its good environment, it becomes a tree,
How
and
big,
it has its nut. The nuts.
how big can it get?
I guess it
will
depends
not
on the
grow
pot.
big. If now it's in a pot, if it's in the ground,
It's gonna grow big.
it will grow
If
big.
it stays in a pot,
How big,
No, it will not.
and how
It's
big
not
is,
gonna go
how
through
big
the
is the
roof.
You know, it
pot?
will go through the roof.
Agnes,
Yeah, I
how
think
big
we
is
need
the
a
pot?
picture, yeah.
Right now, the pot is not that big because of what I'm
Oh,
able
okay.
to live, but I
Right.
want to repot it so
Okay.
that the roots, the roots will have a little more
Yeah.
space.
Do we have a local bonsai group?
This is not.
I mean, I don't know, that's a popular thing. I don't know
Yeah.
about one in Franklin Township, but I imagine there are people who would know exactly how to handle it if we reached out. I don't know. If anybody.
I tried Rutgers, I didn't have any reply from them,
Mm.
and I don't know, so I thought I could, I remember one year, years ago, I planted cotton in my classroom.
Mm.
And I donated it to this library, but I don't know what happened to it. So that they will show the cotton,
Yeah.
how it pops up to the
Yeah.
kids and the
That's what I
seeds.
mean.
That's good.
I don't know what
Yes.
happened to it.
I was thinking that.
Mm.
Yeah, send me a
Well,
picture.
yeah,
I will.
okay.
And if you can, have something next to it that'll give me an idea of how tall it is, or can
Yeah,
you measure
yeah.
it? Can you measure the height of it, or can you just put it
Yeah,
against
I can.
something that you know the height?
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing, I learned something new.
Yes.
I'll look it up
It
later.
sounds like a nice
Yeah.
thing to have.
I'd be willing to take a look if it's, I'm interested in seeing what it looks like too.
Mm.
Because, you
And I will
know,
try to try to get a knot.
Mm.
I will try to get the nuts around town. So that you see.
Even if it doesn't- oh, sorry.
We eat the nuts. We eat the nuts, and you can eat it and have it the whole day. You don't feel hungry.
When you grind it, or?
No. You chew the nuts.
Oh.
oh,
You can live on it for the whole day without being hungry.
Oh, you weight loss.
Yeah, I think I heard that. You're gonna have put Ozempic out of business.
so how big are the nuts?
I'll try to bring
Yeah.
Now we're very
Yeah.
intrigued.
Oh,
You can
these
start.
nut sizes. It depends on
Oh, okay.
what
Yeah, I
I'm
saw it
bringing nuts.
before. Okay.
Okay,
Thank you, Agnes.
thank you. Now, some new business. As I was walking from my car to the building today, I met up with one of our new members who is now moving away. Zach Lichtman is moving to Bucks County. He's been with us, what is it, less than a year or?
Yeah, not even a year.
Less than a year. He's made many contributions,
Yes.
including those that you heard tonight. And I want to thank him for his service to the
Yes.
Board of Trustees. And thank you, Mayor, for finding a well-qualified person who in a short time has made a considerable contribution to our
Yes.
discussions.
Yeah, I'm sorry to see him go from the library board and from East Millstone.
Thank you. Thanks, everybody.
I wish you
But
all
good
the
luck.
I appreciate that, yeah.
Good luck.
I
Best
feel lucky
wishes.
that I got to see the inside of this a little
Yes.
bit, and so I feel privileged that I
You have
got
to
to be
see
part
if
of the
they,
team.
When are you moving? Is it like?
July, August, somewhere around.
Oh,
there.
so,
And you're now in the East Millstone section?
Yep.
Oh, I see, okay.
So,
best wishes.
Come
Thank
back
you.
and visit sometime.
Yeah.
and maybe there's a library there you could be.
There
on.
may be, yeah.
I know you have experience.
Yeah, right. Very good. Thank you,
Well,
everybody.
first library wasn't very far from there, right?
Yeah.
Didn't Ben Franklin start the first library in Philadelphia?
But Bucks County is.
Well, it's not that far.
Well, on trivia, my grandmother, on my father's side here, made the first school library in Franklin Township.
Really?
Was the
Yes?
librarian, yeah, so the first
Wow.
school, they didn't have a library in the school, so she made a school library in Township here. I'll ask my dad, I don't remember what school that was at the time. But so
Interesting.
they did like a book drive and fundraising and put together a collection, and she managed it.
That's a big deal, wow.
So that
It's
was-
in your blood.
Yeah, apparently.
That's amazing.
That and
Nice.
stores.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep,
Mm.
very cool.
Okay.
Second portion of the public comment session. Would anyone like to make a comment? Seeing none, public session number 2 is closed. Our next meeting will be on May 28th, here, 5:45. Is there a motion to adjourn?
A motion, that we adjourn?
Second.
Kevin and Agnes. Agnes seconded the motion. Any discussion about adjournment? Those in favor of the motion to adjourn signify. It looks unanimous to me. We are adjourned.